Hello, folks, and welcome back. It has been a while in real life. I've been on a work trip for a couple weeks, and just now, today is kind of the first day I've had a little bit of time to myself. I've, brought my laptop with me. Don't have my recording set up, and listening back to some of this, just with my brother-in-law's headphones, it makes me wonder why what have I been doing with the recording setup. I've been learning a lot. I started recording these videos before this trip, have been releasing them, double checking a few things here and there. Really appreciate your feedback. It has been great. So today is kind of going to be a little bit of a different episode. I don't know if we're going to actually do that much, but I wanted to give a little bit of an update because here I am. I'm in the base. I'm changing things around. I'm changing the idea of where things will go. I want the portal to be here. This is the preliminary idea. I probably have to expand this at least one block because that doesn't look grand. That doesn't look as good as I had hoped it would. So I'll expand this. It'll work for now. And you get the idea of what I'm going for, but like you can see, that's a little bit too blocky, a little too cubey. And I'd rather it look just a little bit more magical, a little bit more special. Finally unlocked the transmogrification because I wanted to be able to wear the Botania set. So here I am. I'm in the full flower power, and that is fun for me. We'll take a look around. Actually, I just finished a vault, and I think I might put this down here for now. This will be a temporary measure. For sure, I need to deloot, so I'm going to do a little bit of deluting. If I throw it down there, I shouldn't be picking it right up. I haven't set up for all of these things yet, but I've set up for a number of them, and I just want to test and see what still needs to be set up, because that's maybe going to be one of today's goals, is set up something. Okay, I haven't set up those. I haven't set up... Oh, okay. I just had a Champion's Abode scavenger vault, which unfortunately I did not win. I also found a loot belt in a vendor room, which is really exciting. And my voiding pouch is working really, really quite nicely. I have it set up to not void any of the vault or Botania things, just in case, because you never know what you might happen. I've opened a few more mod boxes. I wanted to get the farm going. All right, let's see what we didn't pick up. Okay, so I need a place for those. There, I am going to set up a system that will auto-feed these things into the artisan station. And then this stuff will have to get sent also to kind of a blacksmith. I want to make a blacksmith sort of zone. So here I am, just feeling my computer. I have some ideas here. I am trying out some color palettes. I want to make one slightly different of color. Botania has these type of quartz, and I want to make a quartz pillar for each color. I don't love that there's, a strong border in the quartz texture, but maybe that's not going to matter. So I want to make the six pillars, and they're going to have different Botania related things. Like, as you can see, I've got this catalyst here. I'm going to put the alchemy catalyst there. This is a conjuration. And set this all up to gather mana from the mana battery. I actually have 12 mana pools down here with sparks hidden. So they'll fill up, and hopefully over time will gradually will work as a battery, hold enough mana for our time. The farm is off to a really good start. I haven't automated it, but it works right now on, I think, a 10-second timer, or 10-minute timer. 100-second timer, minute and a half, give or take. So these agricarnations, the petite agricarnations, they only work on 2 blocks away, so they rapidly cause these to grow. And so in a couple hours, I'll have to refill these, and hopefully by that time, I'll be able to just fully fill it up, and that'll set us up for, a few days at a time until I automate it. And you can automate those with corporeal sparks. It looks bad, so I don't like doing it. But, sometimes we just have to be okay with things looking bad if they function well. I don't think I've changed that much down here. A lot of this is going to eventually be moved up to the upper level. Added another one of these. This is hopefully working. And as you can see, I'm level 43. I've been playing a fair bit just while I've been on the road. Every once in a while, if I get a chance, I'll play a little bit. I'll make a little farm. Let's see if I can test this, make sure that this is actually working. Did I set it up to work properly? Okay, that picked it up. That's good. That's what we need. I'm gonna actually set these. This will also be automated over time. I just wanted to make sure that the range was all good. Made a pixel, made a paxel right here, a pixel paxel. And I've started this farm right here. Again, this is not the be-all, end-all. Probably just going to do this in a simple way. Having that next to the cactus is possibly a mistake, but as you can see, got some things here. Those will go in there. Over time, that'll fill up. We'll expand this, but this is right now just kind of serving as a starter base. All right, so other than that, I've just been running some vaults, making some tools. This guy's here. He hasn't gotten many more jewels, but we might as well open up a couple of these level 41s. I guess we'll take the one with 2, and that's kind of disappointing. All right, well, we'll put the trap disarm. I think I've been putting the trap disarm over here. I've been putting the item rarity in there. Okay. Haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do with this yet. I did think it would be a nice space to make. I'm kind of thinking of like Rings of Power, Lord of the Rings, like this being a place where we could have a blacksmith table, and that's where all our gear and stuff will live. But we might want something enclosed for that, just for aesthetic purposes. I still haven't fixed this. I really do hate the way this looks, but it's functioning right now, and as you can see, I've been leaving these reward crates for quite a few things. I think I've got a bunch of bounties, how many did I do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I've run a few more, but I've completed 5 of those. So I was thinking today, because I'm level 40, and I want to unlock level 40, I guess all I had to do. I was going to say I'm going to unlock all of these things so I can get my level 40 rewards. But this I already went through because I did the transmogrification. Great, I got more echo. Way to go. Let's see, what else do we have here? Next, after that, the gods. Now I have actually already completed a couple of these. I've interacted and completed a god altar. Let's just see. I've done a Tenos and I've done a Wendar. I did those both. I managed those in the last vault. So I didn't finish anything here, but I did get 2 proper assignments from the gods, a couple missions. So why don't we? This is quite a lot of delooting to do. Maybe this is a little bit risky right now. Where'd those go? Where did those go? What did I do? Oh, huh. That's strange that went away. Picking it up, and it should be in there. Okay. Okay. Well, I've done all of this delooting. I think that's fine. Oh, that's going to be fun. I'll get the place the bamboo. I might as well do that in the next vault. Place the bamboo. Get, I think, a transmog. Now that I've done the transmogrification table. Okay. So I think the next step is going to be, I would like to set up a zone somewhere around here, and I was imagining possibly over here where the gear is going to go. But I need red string. I need specifically red string containers. And red string is fairly expensive, but not terrible. So I think if I were to turn this into a blacksmith area, which is too small, I'm not nuts about this as a blacksmith area, but it could work as a place to store the gear. What has just happened? I stopped hearing audio for a little while there. That was very strange. Okay, where was I? Right, redstone. Okay, so I'm going to start setting this up. I'm going to actually make some red string because I think that's going to be at least part of this goal because I want to be able to just unload everything here into a specific spot. So I'm into a specific spot. I don't want to think about it. When I get out of the vault, I don't want to have to think about it anymore. So I'm going to move these things over. Probably move all of this over. Probably move these. I'll just do this all now. Oh, the emeralds came out. That's neat. I think it makes sense to move the vault recycler over as well. Yes. I'll just do this now. I have the space to do so. There we go. All right. All right. So let's not get too distracted. Red string. I need probably a lot more redstone than I have right now. But that's okay. We have a conjuration catalyst. If we get our mana production up and going, which I plan on doing soon, relatively soon, then we'll be fine with that. Okay, I'll need a chest, a couple of chests, and some living rock. That looks great. All right, I'll take some chests. This is all my dream of having a system where I just request everything up at the top is still a fair ways away. So okay. Oh, string. Right, and string is something thankfully I'm not running low on because I do have the alchemy catalyst over there. Otherwise I'd be running quite low on string. I did run out of string and then I remembered I'm able to just get that from Botania. Botania lets you turn wool into string, which is a big plus. All right, we'll make 3 of those. Good. This is where things get interesting. I'm going to need... Actually, I'm going to make a bunch more hoppers, because I am going to need more hoppers as we go. How many hoppers is that going to be? 5 times 12. 12 more hoppers. Because for the red string containers to work, they have to be grabbing from a hopper. I believe a hopper has to go into them or some other sort of source. So, okay, here, we're going to give this a try. I want to give this a try. I'm going to need a hopper hawk. I'm going to need probably another pouch. I do have one here. I will take this pouch with me. I'll see. I'm going to take these out because I don't need those right now. I don't need these upgrades. And I am going to deselect all of that. Now I'm going to say unidentified. And we'll have to increase this later. I don't really want to use the loot belt for this right now, but it might make sense. It might make sense to take this back here, this pack here, save these settings to slot 1, go into the loot belt, memory settings, load settings, and this now is going to be what I use for all of my vault gear. Alright, and then this I can actually use for delooting. This is maybe kind of a roundabout way of doing this, but alright. And trust me, this is all necessary. I'm just not not explaining myself super well right now. Okay, floating a hopper hawk. There we go. So the center of this is where things get delooted. I get, for sure, 6 away. So 6 by 6 away, it will pick up. So let's count here. It will be down there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here, down here, can move it over. Let's see. I'll just dig down here. I'll put the hopper hawk down here. And break out a little bit of this. I probably should put some torches down here too. I won't do that right away. Okay. This will kind of be the area. Oh, don't need a torch. The floating hopper hawk actually will do that for us. Okay. Good. Got that set. Now I'm going to just create a little bit of a corridor and double check where I'm going because we're going to need, let's look, we're going to need straight lines. And I want to make sure this works. So I'm trying to set it up first. Okay. We're going to be going at least this far. I can fill some of the stuff up later. Nothing's problematic yet. Okay, I'll put some of this stuff. This is all temporary. And again, this is kind of a weird episode. If you can call it that, I want to have a little bit of a checkup and let you know kind of what my next goals are in these regards. I'm going to actually dig straight up here, I think. Oh, perfect. Actually, this is probably exactly where I wanted to be building. That's great. Okay. I'm going to get a 2 gilded sconce. Great. Got them. There they are. So this just requests them and it pops them out right here, and then I pick them up. So that's a fairly handy thing to have. All right. So this is pretty good right here. Might need a 4th. We'll see. Might need a 4th. These red string containers. That might be necessary. Let's put this up here. Let's put this here. Light this up so we don't have any problems. Okay. This is what we'll be aiming for. Perhaps this is just going to be... Oh, dear. That doesn't look nice. Okay. Well, put one of these there. Hold that thought. Okay. So what's going to happen? This is going to be here. It's going to be unidentified. I've got to fill this. And this is where it gets a little bit annoying. Because I don't know how many of these I will need. But it's going to pick things up that are in these slots. That's a helmet. Good. I'm hoping this will be enough for a while. That's kind of the goal behind this. All right, I'm going to do something here. I'm learning the settings with my recording software. I'm going to try pausing this recording for a second, and I'll come back in a moment. Okay, I think that worked. Um, I've set things up, and I haven't tested it yet. Always a good idea to not test things before you try. I'm going to throw these in. I'm going to see if they go where they're supposed to. Okay, that is a big deal. And we are going to throw all of these in as well and see what happens. All got picked up. Excellent. Now, hopefully there's not some like weird NBT thing. Looks like, yes, the vault plating and all of the foci are going to go straight into this because of how I set up the pouch. That is wonderful. That's really exciting. Let's see if the chest is filling up. I may have celebrated too soon. Let's go take a look. Let's see what I did wrong. Please, okay. What seems to be the problem, sir? What is the problem here? That's getting stuck. I didn't put a hopper. I didn't put a hopper in there. All right. That's actually pretty easy solution. But I don't have my hoppers set up yet. Okay. So I'm glad I'm kind of troubleshooting. The red string is a little bit, kind of glorpy like everything else in the sense that it just extends your hoppers. It doesn't replace them. So you need a hopper to go into the red string for it to then continue. Fingers crossed, once I do this, I'm going to clean all of this up soon too. But fingers crossed, once I put this hopper in, the whole system works. Gear will be offloaded into the correct spot. Thankfully, all this seems to be working. Is it going? Excellent. Okay. Fingers crossed. Hoping that works. I'm going to leave that uncovered for now because, well, I imagine I'm going to make a lot more mistakes. And that is what we had. Okay. So then, over here, I will put an identification stand. I will put a vault enchanter. I will maybe place... See, this feels like it should be somewhere else. This feels out of place here. I might be able to build something around that. Yeah, that's a little bit annoying. I I might build something else around the Vault Forge. For now, I'll put the Vault Forge here, even though it looks not kind of dumb, looks dumb. Oh, well, and I'm going to place... I'm going to make a system here. I'm going to just, again, not super pretty, but I want this to be functional for now, and then maybe we can pretty it up later. Put this hopper into there. Great. Take that. Put this into that. Take this here. Okay. So it's functional even if it isn't pretty. We can then take all of these, put those there temporarily. Oops. Can't really use this without the emeralds. And soon I'm going to have to come up with an emerald solution. I'm going to have to actually deal with villagers again. Tear of sadness. All right, pirate leggings. Let's take a look at these. Not great. That's okay if I were going a javelin build. I'm going to keep that. That looks quite good. Thorns damage, that's fine. My swords are stronger than that. I think I'll get rid of that for now. That's a great magnet. I'm going to play around with that. Vault leggings. I'm going an AP build right now, but that's the next level. That looks kind of exciting. What did I get? Oh, this is tricky. That's tricky. Okay, that's going to require a lot of work. I don't think I can actually make good use of that. Um, Vault leggings. Yeah, you know what? You never know. Oops. Okay, never mind. I guess I'll fat finger that in. Um, this is great. Okay, gonna keep those. Those are nice leggings. Those are excellent. Okay, throw that in. Always good to have a soulbound. Movement speed, armor. You never know. I might end up using that. Oh yeah, I got this. That's gonna be fun. Healing efficiency. I don't really need that. I really don't need this. Wow, that's the worst implicit possible. And this armor movement and this magnet. Okay. I don't think I need that magnet now. Eventually, I'm going to need a lot more magnets. That's fun. Okay. So I got those there. Got these here. And next step is actually going to be perhaps expanding this because I do need at least several different chests that will hold all this gear once I identify it. So let's identify the next little bit. Block chance would normally be fine. Thorns, wow, that's a high thorns build. I do really like what I've got right now. Still technically better, and that's better. Okay. Doesn't look like we're getting anything special out of the vault recycler, but soon we'll be able to do perhaps even a little bit more crafting when it comes time. So I think, given that, for now, I'm going to call that an episode. I've done a lot today. I'm trying to get a little bit better at editing. I'm trying to maybe start thinking about adding some music and stuff. Won't get ahead of myself. Again, point of doing these videos is for me to kind of have fun while I'm doing this challenge, give that extra level of interest and make sure that when I build things, they actually look good, which, unfortunately, so far, not doing the best. But that's okay. I will continue working on this, hopefully get a little bit more time to play, run a couple more vaults. We'll be aiming for level 50, and I'll try to get those pillars of power set up with at least some preliminary automatic, like fully automatic mana generation. That's going to be my near-term goal. It will require a fair bit of redstone and corporea sparks, but I can do that. That's going to be showing how we can actually do some of these things with Botania, even if I'd rather have modular routers. Anyhow, hope you have a great one. Thanks for checking in, and see you at the next one. Like and subscribe if you liked it and want to see more. Thanks. Bye-bye.